I know I am.
And the trees, everyone's an adventure. Different lights, different ornaments, and figuring out how to get the presents down there. Great. Oh, hey kids, I didn't hear you come in. We've been real busy here at the North Pole with all the letters coming in and putting presents under the tree and getting those ready. And putting up the Christmas tree has been a real chore. But we need to take a break from that because we need to read your letters. And we're going to do that right here on TV on Letters to Santa. So we'll see you then. Bye.
Can you hear that? I think it's Christmas coming very soon. I'm Ritzy, one of Santa's elves. We came all the way down here to America from the North Pole to hear the lucky boys and girls read their letters to Santa. So let's get right to it and allow me to introduce the big fella himself, Mr. Santa Claus. Here he is. It's him.
Thanks, Ritzy. Thank you.
Yay!
Hi there.
Looking good.
Oh, look at this.
Sammy's here.
All right. Well, hello, boys and girls. I think today we're going to be reading all your letters, and we're also going to be watching a cooking show. Then at the very end of the show, we're going to listen to the Milwaukee Letter Carriers Band playing Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Jingle Bells. Well, I'm sure you kids are getting anxious to get your letters read here and been waiting a long time. So we're going to start reading your letters that you have written. But be patient. I'll pick you one at a time. And let's start right over there. Come on up. Okay, turn right around here on that old knee. All right. Let's see what she's got written here. And what's your name?
Annalise.
Annalise, that's a pretty name. Okay. I've been pretty good all year. My mom and dad always have clothes covered. So our three things, I see mom and dad buy the clothes, I got to bring the other things. Okay. 3 things I would love from you. A baby alive doll, a puppy teddy bear, a tent with 2 sleeping bags, one for me and one for my little brother Gabriel. And that's a very nice letter. P.S. Milk and cookies will be waiting. And I'm going to put that right over here in my mail bag, okay? All right. Let's go right down the line here and get the next one here. We'll work them right in a row there. And what's your name?
Alana.
Alana, that's a pretty name too. I've been a very good girl and I love helping others. I would like for my family to have a nice Christmas. I would like a new bike, a Moxie Girl doll, a Monster High doll, and a butterscotch horse. If you can get me just one item for my list, I'll be very grateful. And that's a very nice letter and very thoughtful too. So she said if I can just fill one of those items. Let's get this young man up here. Come on, we got to keep reading. We got a lot of letters to read. And what's your name?
Mikhail.
Mikhail, okay. He says, my name is Mikhail and I'm 3 years old. I love movies and toys and my family and friends. Santa, I wish for a Batman car, a Spider-Man motorcycle, and a Shark Boy toy. Okay, and he says, please for all that. I have been a good boy all year. So can you grant my wish this Christmas? Well, we'll see what we can do, okay? All right, and if I bring presents to your house, where should I bring them? Where should I put them? In the garage? That would be okay? In the basement?
No, in the garage.
How about by the Christmas tree? Yeah? Okay, that would be a good idea. Okay, let's read one more. Quick here. Get up here. Oh, look at this. She's all Christmassy here. And what's your name?
Annalise.
Annalise. Another one. Okay. And she said, Dear Santa, I was wondering if you could get me a mini Lala Loopsy doll, I also would like a fidget friend. And could you please get me some clothes? What kind of clothes? School clothes or dress clothes?
Dress clothes.
Dress clothes, okay. And accessories for my American Girl doll. Oh, those clothes were for the dolly, not for you. I see, and that's a very nice letter. And we're going to put that right over here in the mailbag, too. So, okay, I think we probably should take a break. Let's do that. Okay. Anyway, that was real fun reading all those letters, but now we're going to turn our attention to making sugar cookies. In the first part, we're going to learn how to prepare the dough and frosting for those wonderful cookies. So let's learn how to do that.
A Christmas treat that always brings smiles to kids' faces are sugar cookies. They're fun, easy, and kids love to decorate them. They're also great to use to add color to your Christmas cookie platters, to give as gifts, and take to Christmas parties. My name's Ellery. I'm going to show you how to make almond sugar cookies. Here's the ingredients that you'll need. 1/4 cup of almond paste, 2 egg yolks, 3/4 cup granulated sugar, 1 cup or 2 sticks of butter, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and 2 cups of all-purpose flour. The first step is to add the 1/4 cup of almond paste to your mixer, as well as the 2 egg yolks. And we're going to mix these up first, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. You're just going to want to give this just a quick mix. It doesn't take very long. And that's probably good right there. Next, we're going to add in 1 cup of butter and our sugar. And this is going to need to cream. When a recipe says cream, that means you're going to want to beat it really well until it's nice and light and fluffy. A nice, light, fluffy batter will give you nice, light, crisp cookies. Okay, I think we're good. Then we're going to add in our salt. And we'll add in 1 cup of flour. After you add the flour, you're going to want to start your mixer off slow, otherwise you'll get a big puff of flour. So you want to start off on slow till it gets partially mixed, then you can turn your mixer up higher. This prevents your kitchen from getting a big mess. I like to add flour gradually. It helps get consistency and even cookies. Once the first cup is mixed in, you can turn your mixer off. Scrape down your bowl again, and then you can add in your last cup of flour. And again, you're going to want to start your mixer off slow after you add in your flour. Once your flour is incorporated, you can turn your mixer up to medium-high for another minute or so. Once you think it looks even and nice and light, you can turn it off, and your cookie batter is done. After your cookie dough is mixed, you can scrape down your beater, and we're going to need to put the cookie dough in the refrigerator for about an hour. The cookie dough needs to get firm. It's way too soft to roll out right now. So when it's in the refrigerator, the cookie dough will harden up, and it will be the right texture to be able to roll it out and cut your cookies. This is ready for the fridge. So our dough is going to go into the fridge for 1 hour or longer until it's nice and firm, and then we'll be ready to roll and cut our cookies. While the cookie dough is in the refrigerator, I'm going to show you how to make the icing for the cookies. You only need 2 ingredients, some powdered sugar and a little bit of milk. All I'm going to do is add a couple scoops of milk to the powdered sugar and mix it up. The way I like to ice these cookies is to actually use a child's paintbrush and paint the cookies. This gives you nice, definite lines, and you can be very exact. You can just keep adding milk until you get the desired consistency. If for some reason it gets too thin, you can add more powdered sugar to thicken it. This is about good. As it sits, it might thicken up, so if it's a while until you frost your cookies, you can add a little bit more milk. Once you get the right consistency, you can add any food coloring you want, just a couple drops. You can add as little or as much food coloring as you want to get the desired colors. Once it's mixed, you're ready to decorate your cookies. There we go.
Okay, that was great. Can't wait to see the finished product. How about you guys? Cookies are always looking good. Okay, but now we're going to read some more of your letters. And let's see what you guys want old Santa to bring. And I think we left off right here. Come on up. Okay, and she's dressed so nice here today. And what's your name? Mary. Okay, and Mary says, I've been a very good girl this year. I would like a dream light, a pony, a Barbie, and a scooter. What color should that scooter be?
Purple.
Purple? You like purple, huh? Okay.
Red.
Yeah, and red? So it could be either one, huh? All right, that's a nice letter. And we're going to put that right here in the old mail bag, and let's get over here. Okay, now you wanted to read yours, huh? Okay, come over here, but be real loud. No, stand right here. Okay, read loud.
I've been a good boy all year and an awesome student. I would like Skyline and Giants for the Nintendo Wii, a supersize fajita, and most importantly, a little brother. Dad, if you hear this, please make it happen. Thank you so much, Santa. Sincerely, Josh.
Okay, thank you, Josh, for that nice letter. And we're putting that one in there. So he wants a new little brother there. Okay, who's got a letter? Okay, come on up. All right. Turn around here, sit on that old knee so all the boys and girls in TV land can see you. No, you're not too big. Oh, he broke my knee. No, I'm teasing. I've been on my best behavior and have been a good student. I would like Madden 13, Raw versus SmackDown for the Xbox 360, and a pair of high tops, black Jordans, and thanks again, Santa. You think those shoes will make you run better and faster? Don't know. Okay, and that's a nice letter from Brandon there. Okay, who's coming up next? All right. Are you going to read yours? You want to read it? No? Okay, I'll read it for you. And what's your name?
Layla.
What's that?
Layla.
Okay, Layla. You got to talk up loud to old Santa. You know, I got some old ears. You gotta talk loud. I've been a very good girl. I would like a space Barbie and a new dress and a pink bike. Also, I want everybody to be happy in the whole wide world. Well, we'll work on that and see how that works, okay? All right, I think that was 4. So let's take another little break. Get my voice cleared up here. Those were some neat toys that you children want this year. Now we're really going to get to see how those wonderful cookies turned out. I hope they taste as good as they look. Let's see.
So it's been about 2 hours. Our dough should be nice and chilled. You want to check and make sure your dough is plenty firm. This looks good. We're ready to cut our cookies. So here's our chilled cookie dough. We're going to roll it out and cut our Christmas cookies out. To start, you want to clear off some workspace and sprinkle it with flour so that your dough doesn't stick to the counter. You can be fairly generous with your flour. Then you're going to want to take your dough, put it right on a floured surface. You don't have to roll all of your dough out at once. You can certainly portion it out so it's easier to work with. You can sprinkle a little flour on the top of your dough. Grab your rolling pin, which you're also going to want to flour so the dough doesn't stick to that. And then you're going to want to press down. When you use your rolling pin to roll this out, you're going to want to start in the middle of your dough, and you're going to want to roll in every direction. You don't want to roll from one end to the other. You always want to start in the middle, go front and back and side to side. We're looking to roll this out to about 1/4 inch thick. That's looking pretty good. Okay, that looks pretty good. It doesn't have to be even as far as the shape that you roll it into. Okay, and now we're ready to cut our cookies. I have a couple different shapes. We've got a holly leaf and a Christmas tree. You want to get as close as you can to the sides of your cookie dough. And if your dough comes in the cookie cutter like this, you can take it out and just set it to the side. You want to get in as many cuts as you can into your cookie dough. The less times you pick up the scraps and roll it out, the less you'll overwork your dough. If you overwork cookie dough, it tends to get a little bit tough. So these are coming out pretty good. Okay, I'm going to switch and do some Christmas cookies now. The kids also love cutting out cookies. There's a whole bunch of different shapes you can get, and there's lots of ideas online as far as how to decorate it. So at this point, I would take this dough, mash it into another ball, and then you're going to want to re-roll it and cut it out again. So I finished cutting all my cookies, and I'm placing them on a cookie sheet on top of parchment paper. I recommend parchment paper. That way when they're done baking, they'll slide off your tray nice and easy. Nothing worse than your Christmas tree falling apart as you take it off the pan. So these are going to need to go in a 350-degree preheated oven for 7 to 8 minutes or until the edges are golden brown. I have a batch that's just finished cooking. You can see how the edges are nice and golden brown. We're going to let those cool for about a minute on the pan, and then you can take them off and transfer them to a wire rack or some newspaper and let them cool. Once they're completely cooled, you can go ahead and decorate them with your icing. So here are my finished cooled cookies, and we're going to go ahead and I'll show you how to ice them. This is the icing we made earlier. Like I said, I like to use just a children's paintbrush. It works really well. You can get them any big brand store. I also find that kids like to paint the cookies instead of if you were to use, say, a pastry bag and put the icing on that way. It's much easier for kids. It's something that they already know how to do, and you should have the supplies at home already. So I just paint it on and pull it to the edges. Make sure the whole cookie is covered. And then you can put any kind of sprinkles, colored jimmies on there, colored sugar, and let it dry. This icing is really nice in that when it dries, it still stays nice and shiny. So, almond sugar cookies are a fun activity for the whole family, especially kids. Even Santa Claus will love them.
It just warms my heart seeing good cookies being made. And hopefully some of your parents will leave some out for me on Christmas Eve when I stop by. While we were learning how to make cookies, I had Maya join me up here. And she's got a nice letter here. She says, I would like you to get food for people who don't have homes. And we learned about that in one of our other shows there, how we could help the Hunger Task Force. We learned that, right? By bringing them non-perishable food, and then they could do just that. You can help too, be a Santa Claus. I also would like you to give them blankets and shelter. Well, she's not looking much for herself so far. I would also like an American Girl doll, a ball, a pet, a pet salamander. Okay, a real live one? Yeah, you don't think he'd bite? No, okay. Huh? Did you see a real one before? And a Nerf gun, okay. And that's a nice letter. And if I bring presents to your house, where should I put them?
Under the tree.
Under the tree, okay. I'm going to put that in my mail bag over there. All right, we got another one coming. Come on up. Turn around there. And what's your name? Natalie? Yeah? Natalia. We got to get the A on the end, okay. And my name, and she had it on here, Natalia. And how old are you? How old are you?
7.
7 this year. I've been a good girl all year. I'm a good student at school. For Christmas, I would like an Xbox 360, a Nintendo Wii, and an iPod Touch. And those are all electric items. You know, Reese, he likes to build them things up there at the North Pole. And that's one of his favorite jobs up there, okay? And are you going to be home for Christmas, or are you going to be visiting somewhere?
Home.
You're going to be home, so I need to bring the presents there, huh? Okay, that was in a very nice letter. We'll throw that in the mail bag. Now come on up here. Okay, now you want to read your letter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dear Santa Claus, my name is Jacqueline Emily Newmeyer. I am 7.5 years old and live in Brookfield. I live with my mommy and daddy, little sister Caroline, and little brother Jonathan. This year I've been doing well and have been a very good girl. I have been learning a lot and having fun at 2nd grade at Dixon Elementary. I really like my teacher, Mr. Gimla. Being a good big sister by teaching Caroline to read and Jonathan new words. Doing my homework, going to bed when Mommy and Daddy say it's time. Santa, some things I might like for Christmas this year: an iPod Touch, a piano, Julie, American Girl, along with clothes and accessories, Harry Potter books. Thank you so much, Santa. Love and hugs, Jacqueline. P.S. I will leave cookies and milk and carrots as a snack for you and the reindeer on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas.
Okay, and what kind of cookies do you think we're going to have there?
I don't know, maybe sugar?
Sugar cookies, those are good. Are you going to help decorate them?
What?
Are you going to help decorate them, put frosting on them and sprinkles? Oh, that's my favorite kind, I tell you. Well, that's a very nice letter, and you did an excellent job reading it. Okay,
Another
we
letter,
got
Santa?
one more.
Yep.
Okay. Hi. Okay, you're going to read your letter too? Okay, here we go. Oh, we got 2 copies, one so I could follow along there. Okay.
Dear Santa Claus, my name is Caroline Numaya. I'm 6 years old and live in Brookfield. I live with my mommy and daddy, big sister Jacqueline, and little brother Johnson. This year I've been doing well and have been a very good girl. I have been making new friends and learning a lot in kindergarten at my new school, Dixon Elementary. I really like my teachers, Mrs. Durham and Mrs. Frosh. Cleaning up my toys, doing my homework, going to bed when mommy and daddy say Santa. Some things I might like for Christmas this year are the piano, mosaics, arts and crafts, arts supply kit, Princess Cohen book, activity book, new books to read. Thank you so much, Santa. Love and hugs, Caroline. P.S. I will leave cookies and milk and carrots as a snack for you. And to the reindeer on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas.
Oh, that was a great letter, I tell you. And are you going to take piano lessons to learn how to play the piano?
I take piano.
Oh, you already take lessons, I see. Are you a good piano player?
Mm-hmm.
Do you play Christmas songs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What, you like Rudolph or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, you played that one. Well, that was a very nice letter. I tell you, that was great. Okay, well, I think we've seen all the letters, have been read. Any left out there? Okay.
Letters, Santa.
All right, if that's the case, I will be sure that some of my elves will get busy making those presents right away so that all your wishes will come true for Christmas. Now we're going to see my favorite band there and listen to a favorite Christmas tune, and it's going to be played by the Milwaukee Letter Carriers Band. Santa Claus comes to town and jingle bells. Yeah. was wonderful, and thanks for spending so much time for me. But now we need to say goodbye to all the boys and girls out there in TV land. Can we do that? Say goodbye and Merry Christmas. Yeah. Okay, I see little Johnny, and I see Susie. I see Jennifer.
Ready for their Christmas.
Okay. Yeah. Keep looking up there. What's that? I'll tell you in a little bit.